most recent phenomenons that we have seen is like, how do you combine the online and offline experience? As we now step into a world where retail stores are opening up again, right? So everyone wants that combination of click and collect or click and delivery from the stores.
We started making customer journey maps, that these are the journeys customer wants, these are the journeys customer wants. And those journey maps we compartmentalized into a couple of parts. First is, what are the journey maps from store to store? What are the journey maps from direct to customer but fulfill from store? What are the journey maps from marketplace to store? What are the return journey maps? What are the exchange journey maps? The bigger problem a user has is, where do I book my Uber to? Which store should I go to? So they wanted to shop a store digitally and see whether if they want to buy this jacket or for their size, 42, 44, whatever they are wearing, that jacket is there in that store also, which direction to book their Uber to.
It's a new thing in the system for many brands, not just from a technology standpoint, but more from a purchase standpoint as well. Like a lot of the CIOs, a lot of like VPs, CISOs, they're used to buying on-premise solutions. So I think like, and it's something that we have learned as well over the past 2-3 years as we have served bigger and bigger brands, as you have served brands, some of them with European headquarters where you have to follow GDPR, some of them where they consider like Amazon's, etc. of the world as competitors. So AWS is a no-go, and then there are different complexities that come in. Some of them have a fintech play, so then there are like different kind of regulatory requirements that come in. So I think like what we are seeing from an evaluation perspective is that first you need to be assured of that, one, is the right system uptime committed? Is it public? Because many times you need to see those stats historically, right? So one of the first things that we saw, that we did was that here's a third party, they maintain our uptime, we don't control them, so you can look at our uptimes. After uptimes comes your SLAs of how do you resolve queries, how do you respond to them, the entire support structure, and then do you have the right security compliances in place? So there's SOC 2 Type 2, there's ISO certification, PCI DSS, all of these certifications, which are actually very important, right? Like it's, I would say it's almost counter to like how business used to be done like 20 years back, where certifications or compliances used to kind of take a backseat sometimes. But now in cloud world, because it's not an on-premise solution, the data center is not sitting at your place, right? So you need to be very sure of.
When we started transforming Arvind stores, we realized that omnification is not just a tech problem. It's a process transformation problem. The processes of fulfillment have to be transformed at the store. So what we did is we created a retail operations team. These retail ops team are many people which are in every state. And these retail ops teams then train and transform the stores. Due to the pandemic, we shifted this entire to video learning platforms. So we do a hypercare, we train the stores, we train them repeatedly on the newer features. We launch incentive programs to ensure they are motivated to to perform very well. And we see that the role of the stores is completely changed. And in fact, in the pandemic, we saw that store people or store salespeople who had relationships with the customer, they would actually chat about on WhatsApp about the new catalog that has come, about the new collection that is being launched, and they invited the people on the store and fulfilled orders as well. So these things we have to train them also with a lot of data support. We help them with the next best action, that what is the next best action for their consumer. So they are able to connect with them